Hey guys, it's Siobhan with ToKittyandBeyond. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to be doing monthly horoscope readings for the month of October. This is for Capricorn. That can apply to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I recommend you watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs as well to get a better idea of the overall energy that's affecting you this month, as well as sometimes you can fluctuate between which one you resonate with more. This is a general reading. It's not a personal reading, so not everything's going to apply to everybody, but just take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite for clarifiers, and the main deck is the Gilded Tarot by Barbara Moore. So Capricorn, I was tuning into your energy and I saw almost like this gateway opening, and then I was seeing an archway. So there's like some kind of a door that's opening for you, or something that like a rite of passage that you're going to be moving through this month. I also felt like I was holding my breath. So you may be on the verge of taking that step through this new beginning or through this gateway, and you may be a little bit hesitant or holding your breath to see what's going to happen or to work up your courage. So we'll see how this plays into the reading, but it's going to be a 9-card spread for the reading, everything from your current self to the advice and encouragement for the month of October. Time is fluid, so keep in mind that this may apply not just to October. It could bleed in a bit to September and November as well. Oops, that wasn't a very good shuffle. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of the information's in the description box below. Just send me an email and we'll get you set up for a customized reading. I have all sorts of different spreads and options for you guys, different types of reading, or you can do a freestyle general reading where you can ask me all sorts of questions and we just see what comes up. And I have 15 to 16 different decks of cards of tarot and oracle that I can use to get some clarity and some confirmation for you guys. I also am a registered and certified Reiki Master Practitioner. So if you need any chakra healing, clearing, or balancing, I'm very attuned to that and I can help you with that. And I love doing it. So let's get started. The current self for Capricorn in the month of October. What is the current self energy of Capricorn? We have the Knight of Swords. What is the theme of the month for Capricorn? Theme of the month. Whoops. Whoa. Yeah, so this one just like flipped right out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Theme of the month, Nine of Swords. Oh, what's going on, Capricorn? Key goal is the Hermit. Yes, good. Obstacle to overcome. This one wanted to fly. We have the Six of Swords. Major accomplishment. Capricorn's major accomplishment. Oof. It's getting, do you guys feel like you didn't accomplish anything? Like this is not, it's taking a while and it's being difficult. Okay, this one, Seven of Pentacles. What to avoid? What should Capricorn avoid? In the month of October, we have death. What to embrace? Did something? No, okay. What to embrace? We have the Lovers. Beautiful. Where to find support? The Emperor in reverse, and advice and encouragement from Spirit. Judgment. Okay, interesting reading. So, the current self, you guys, are coming up this month as the Knight of Swords. So this is a very fast-moving energy. It can be impatient. the Knight of Swords sort of rushes in to a situation, and it's mental energy as well, so this can be like a thought process that's happening very rapidly or very quickly, but his communication is not always as mature as it could be. His communication can sometimes be misinterpreted because he's rushing impatiently into situations and communicating not necessarily with, you know, a solid thought process behind it. Like, he's not thinking through what it is that he's saying or doing. So you guys may actually, because what I was feeling was kind of the opposite of that, it was like this holding of the breath, or like restraining yourself from moving forward. You may actually need to move forward this month. Not necessarily impatiently or irrationally, but just to find the courage to be able to move forward, because the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. And this is mental energy as well. So there's this theme of mental things in the next card, which is the theme of the month being the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is stressed out anxiety. This is you know, going to bed at night and then having all of these things pop into your mind of just, it's like haunting you at night. There's things that you're scared of, or things that have hurt you in the past, or fears or anxieties, anything like that, that's, you can keep them at bay during the daytime, but as soon as you lie down at night, they start creeping into your mind, and you just start getting away with yourself, and you go off on this big mental tangent of like negative thinking, basically. So the theme of the month, I feel, is to get out of this energy, because next up, the key goal is the Hermit. So this is all about going within and finding the wisdom to move forward on your path. So the Hermit is a very internal energy, and he's not necessarily action oriented. However, that being said, he does take action once he becomes enlightened as to which path he wants to take. So the lantern represents his inner guidance, and he's allowing that to guide him on this treacherous path. So he's got the wisdom, the knowledge, the know-how, and the insight to be able to move forward cautiously, but at least he's moving forward. And he is sure of his footing because he's very much thought this through. But he's also, when I say thought this through, I mean more so that he's felt intuitively what to do. He's seeking his own inner wisdom, because I do feel like you guys are going to have to put down this old way of thinking, which is draining you and causing you this anxiety or this fear, and sort of stopping you in your tracks. And this is going to be a new way of thinking that's going to allow you to move forward. So next we have the obstacle to overcome, which is exactly that. The obstacle to overcome this month for you guys is to put these swords down. The swords are your thought processes that aren't working for you anymore. It's to put them in the boat. You know, you're not using them at the moment. And then the water represents your emotions. The moon represents your subconscious mind. This is you trusting yourself. This is you moving forward and finding guidance through your own intuition and your subconscious mind, and through your emotions. So this is the obstacle to overcome. So this may be a little bit difficult for you this month, but it is what is being required of you to get out of this Nine of Swords energy, and to move forward through this passageway, or through this gateway that's opening up for you. So you do have a lot of movement cards, but you may be feeling a little bit unsure as to how to go about that. So next we have the major accomplishment, which is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a patient energy. The Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds and then being patient while you're waiting for them to manifest, or to grow, or to become harvestable. So this is an energy of being sure and keeping faith that what is meant for you will come to fruition. That's what I just got. And it's knowing when the timing is right. As you can see in the card, she's looking at it and she's like, okay, this looks pretty good, but is it 100% ready to pick? Is it 100% the best at this point? So this is you guys kind of holding your breath. This gateway is opening up for you. And so it's going to be your intuition and your movement forward, which is going to allow you to discern when is the right time to move forward. So what to avoid is the Death card. And, you know, the Death card can be good when it's necessary. When it's necessary to kill off old ways of thinking or being or doing and being reborn. But in this situation, for this month, it's what to avoid. So it's saying you don't need to go through this whole death process to be reborn, because it's not necessary in this circumstance. For you guys, it's going to be more about going within, and instead of changing a whole lot of what's going on external to you, it's going to be about changing how you're thinking about a situation or how you are feeling about a situation, because that's going to ultimately determine how you act. So avoid mourning the loss of whatever it is that you're leaving behind as well, because any movement forward does require you to let go of what you're leaving behind. But it's inevitable. The only thing you can be sure of in life is change. My mom told me that from a really young age, and it's true. That's why you have to be able to sort of flow with the change, not become too attached to one thing, because then this death process can lead to a lot of pain and grief and sorrow, and that really just weighs you down and adds to this Nine of Swords energy, and it blocks your intuition and stops you from being able to move forward. Capricorn, I know you guys are a very, you're a very fixed sign. You're very structured, and you like things to be in order, and you like things to be very consistent. You don't necessarily like change. But like I said, it is inevitable. It's just your resistance to it which creates this pain in the death process or the change process. So avoid getting too attached to where you're at, because moving forward is going to benefit you. Moving forward, this is an opportunity. This is like, it was a beautiful energetic gateway that I was seeing. It was like these massive golden gates were opening up, and then it was like this beautiful cathedral archway that you were walking into, and it was very healing energy, very opportunistic energy, very good for you. This is going to be for your greatest and highest good. So it's going to be a process for you, I think, to get through that gateway, but that's the whole point. You know, this is what you came here to learn. So that was what to avoid. Now, what to embrace in the month of October, we have the Lovers. So the Lovers can be literally a relationship. This can be love. I'm seeing very much so opening of the heart chakra, especially in this imagery. So I'm seeing you guys getting in touch with your emotions, opening up, and really being honest with yourself, because that's how you're going to tap into your intuition. That's how you're going to find that inner insight and prevent yourself from continuing cycles of self-sabotage or stagnancy or anxiety. So this is the way that it's going to allow you to make the choice, because the Lovers is also about making a choice. So I see you guys freeing yourself by opening your heart chakra. Again, if you are having difficulty doing that, please reach out to me. I can support you in healing and opening your heart chakra through Reiki. That's what I specialize in. And the heart chakra is one of the most important chakras, in my opinion, because it really activates you to a whole nother level. Once you get to that unconditional love and acceptance within yourself, you start to apply that to everything and everyone around you, and it literally changes your life. It changed my life. It led me here, and I'm so grateful and so thankful that it did. It was not necessarily the funnest process to purge and to open the heart chakra, but it was so beneficial and so worth it, and I would not have it any other way. So this is you guys really embracing your own growth, your own evolution, and freeing yourself emotionally and physically from things that were no longer or are no longer serving you. This is you potentially having a lover come into your life once you step through that gateway. Maybe that's what this gateway is about. It's opening a doorway to a new opportunity in love. It doesn't have to be, but take what resonates. So next we have where to find support, which is the Emperor in reverse. So this is just so perfect because the Emperor in the upright position, he's very logical, very structured and organized. He's a ruler. He rules from a place of compassion, yes, but he has a tendency to be very practical and structured and organized. So this is that Capricorn sort of energy in a nutshell. And so it coming up in the reverse position in where to find support is telling me that it's important for you guys to sort of let go of that way of doing things for this moment, because that's what's actually preventing you from, what's the word I'm looking for here, from moving through this passageway or moving through this portal or leveling up or evolving. So this is what's preventing you, is over rationalizing a situation or overthinking, trying to weigh the pros and cons from a very logical perspective. It's actually going to be more about going back to the heart. And this is a recurring theme within a lot of the readings. So again, we're going into Venus retrograde from the 5th of October until like early to mid-November. There's 40 days and 40 nights of Venus retrograde in Scorpio. So this is bringing up a lot of shadow work that we need to do with relationships and love in particular. So this is everybody being given the energetic boost and opportunity astrologically to delve within the processes and the cycles or the mental and emotional things that we don't want to repeat anymore when it comes to relationships. This can be relationships with lovers, with parents, with coworkers, friends, or ourselves, with everybody really. So the advice and encouragement from Spirit is the Judgment card. So this is telling me that there's going to be this awakening at some point this month, and this is actually going to be encouraging you to move forward. This is going to be encouraging you to do this work and work with the shadow self, to be patient with yourself through this process of going within, putting down your mental ways of doing things and coming into a more heart-centered way of addressing the situation, because you can't solve the problem with the same mentality that created the problem. Albert Einstein said that. He was a very smart man, but he was also very open to intuition. He meditated, he was very compassionate, and he was very heart-centered. So it's finding the balance between those two things. And the Judgment card is coming in to give you a boost into making this decision, because judgment can be about making a decision, but it's also a herald from the angels. It's them giving you signs, giving you synchronicities. This can come in the form of anything from numerology, like repeating number sequences, to feathers, to animals that you see on a daily basis, repeating signs, and or supportive words from a friend or a random stranger. This can come in many forms, even your own thought processes. It can sound like your own thoughts, but it's actually angelic guidance coming in for you, awakening you to a new way of doing things and a way of evolving and moving forward, because change is inevitable, and the Judgment card comes in heralding change, basically. It's an awakening. And if it is heated, if this awakening in this herald is heated, then you will move through change more fluidly. If you resist this, that's when you fall into like the Tower energy and the Death energy, and it can be a little bit more difficult to undergo. So it's important for you guys to not dig your heels in and be stubborn as you can be as an earth sign. You know, you're very grounded, which is a good thing, but it's balancing that with being able to move forward fluidly through these cycles and changes and processes that we're all going through this together, just on different levels and in different cycles. But reach out for support and encouragement from the angels, from your friends and family, your loved ones, and if you don't have anybody like that, please reach out to me, because that's why I came on YouTube in the first place, was to give support and love and encouragement and guidance to those in need. That is my purpose, that is my journey, and I'd like to be able to walk your journey with you if you would give me the honor of doing so. So that's your reading for the month of October, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it. And if not everything resonated, don't worry. It's not going to be meant for everybody. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try and force it and make it fit, that kind of thing. You know, if it doesn't resonate, it just wasn't meant for you. And then you can go just watch another video and find what does resonate with you. I do hope you received some support or encouragement or love or guidance from this video. At least one thing, and then my job is fulfilled. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to book a personal reading, all the information's in the description box below. Just fire me off an email and we'll get you booked up there. And to all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the content for the monthlies. And to all my existing subscribers, thank you so much for sticking with me. It hasn't been that long, but I still appreciate you all the same. We're on this spiritual journey together. Let's support each other. That's what this community is for. I love you guys so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.